Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Leschber here with 1836 Property Management. In this video, we're going to go over the Q3 resident responses to our questionnaire. Every quarter, we send out a questionnaire. We give away a little bit of a gift card and things like that in order to be able to find out how we're doing, get feedback, continue to improve our system, and to rate ourselves internally. So in this video, we're going to read back some of that commentary and share with you so that we can hopefully have a better foundation upon which we can work. So top down, we're going to go, I appreciate the quick responses to any questions or issues. Great. That's a blue team. I'm so glad we're doing on that. One of the others is, I would like to better walk through services that we provide at the beginning of our rental experience. They noticed some pests, but weren't aware that it was only available for the first 30 days of renting. So in all fairness, homes that sit vacant for a week or two, pests come out because there's no one living in that home. And we have the homes professionally cleaned before we put them on the market. We may have them touched up before we move in, but the pests will still come out. Tenants are responsible across all leases in Texas, just about 99% for pest control. However, as a courtesy to the residents, during the first 30 days, if you see something, we're happy to send out pest control on a one-time deal because we want you to have a great experience. So it's not that really it's only available for the first 30 days. It's really just that courtesy is offered. But pest control is always a resident's responsibility because the residents control the conditions within that unit itself. So we're sorry if you had anything when you came in. We may have done a touch-up cleaning if we had known, but this comment, as well as a lot of the others that we're seeing this month, or excuse me, this quarter, are really about communication. So stay in touch with your property manager. Just talk to them. They're people. They're normal people. So reach out to them. Ask them questions. Try to be courteous. Don't start off with accusations, but just say, hey, this is what we saw. Is there anything we can do? And then work toward a solution. They really are good at working towards those. But no one resident, investor, vendor, ourselves likes to be attacked or said, well, you didn't tell me. Just work towards solutions. We can all do things together. Another one of these says, good job. Another one says, our vendors are challenging to work with. Schedules have been frustrating. And coupled with the rent increases and things, make them wish they weren't dealing with this. Guys, I wish I had a good solution for you in this one. I'm going to be real honest, I don't. Vendors are challenging to work with, and you have to schedule with them. And that's kind of the nature of being in one of the fastest growing cities in America. It's not that we choose vendors that are cheap or choose vendors that are expensive or difficult. It's just tough to get people out for labor and parts to your property to get things worked on. So if the environment changes, the backlog of supplies changes, then maybe that will change as well. But we would take any individual feedback on a vendor. Just keep in mind that we have such volume at this point that we kind of know what those vendors are doing or not doing. And I apologize if it's tough to schedule, but sometimes that's just the nature of the city. The other thing is the rent increases. The rent increases are really not something that we just want to do. The rent increase is not something everyone's sitting back around a cauldron and brewing a witch's brew to concoct against residents. It's really the result of inflation. 40% of our entire money supply was printed in the last few years. Therefore, inflation is going to take root. Everything costs more, including insurance, taxes, and things like that for your renters. So rents are going up, trailing those price increases, tax increases. Owners are facing multi-$1,000 increases in taxes, which is kind of unheard of in our area. Residents may receive, $100 or $200 increase in rent. And so it's unfortunate, but that's the nature for everyone, not just the residents. But I promise you, no one's out to get you. It's just inflation taking root. The red team is amazing, fast, responsive, very polite and supportive. They weren't happy with a recent technical issue for a leak, but it got closed out. Guys, if you have a challenge, reach out to your PM, resubmit the ticket, communicate with us. If you think it hasn't been solved, talk to us. Let's figure it out together. Another one was the move-in inspection was hastily done. A lot of things that were important weren't noticed. We do our best. I'm going to be real honest. We are still human. So if you see something that's out of order, again, communicate with us. Take some photos, pop it over to us. Let us know what we can do to better your experience. That's what we're here to do. Another one says, we love this property very much, fit our needs beautifully. We're grateful that when we have any problems, your representative help resolve our concerns quickly and efficiently. We're very thankful. Outstanding. Love to have you guys as tenants. Thanks for just communicating with us. A couple more that have been kudos for us. Another one says, we'll most likely pursue renewals. This place has been perfect. You guys are professional. We had a couple complaints this time from different residents. One's a duplicate here I see about the app we use for rent payments and maintenance requests. The software we use is by a company called Belgium. They're out of Boston, so they are US based. And they serve over 10,000 property management companies. So if you multiply that, it's millions of units. The software kind of does what you tell it to do. It's not intuitive. It doesn't say, oh, are you sure? Or by the way, but it is so in use that they're constantly improving it. They got bought by Real Page a few years back, and now they're really throwing some money at it, which we've seen some great improvements. Another one of these related to that system says you need to upgrade your payment system. It's not really our system. It is a national, one of the best three in the nation. But they accidentally paid twice for the rent, but they didn't want to prepay. It's unfortunate, but if you pay twice for a service, then you're going to kind of have to work that out because you've paid twice. So I would love to tell you that it knows what you're doing, but it doesn't know what you're thinking. So you'll have to kind of work that out with the system and or just pay once to make sure that you don't have a headache on your end. Another one says the ability to speak to anyone on the phone to resolve issues with my lease renewal. Guys, schedule a time. We put this in the investors video as well. We're a business. We run normal business hours just like a bank does. Schedule time. We would love to connect with you. But calling in at random, trying to catch somebody when they're running to a property or they're on another call with an owner or on their restroom is going to be difficult. Our folks are running 100 miles an hour. So just tell them, hey, here's 3 different times. Can we connect at any of these times? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you need. We can video chat. We much prefer this because we get to see you and get to know you. And it just, most of communication is not verbal. So give us the opportunity to connect with you, put out some times, and we're happy to do that. A couple of these others saying, we appreciate Melanie and Mike's work. A special shout out to Josh for his HC help. Another one says that stop calling maintenance requests cosmetic. It's a deterioration that allows pests into our home. So I don't know what the specifics are of that, but keep in mind that functionality and cosmetic repairs are different things. Functionality, we really take a tough line with our investors because the house has to be functional. We have to stay out of court. We have to deliver a good product. We have to abide by the lease terms. But when it comes to cosmetic, the owners control a lot of money. Some of the owners say, absolutely, I want my house in top shape because I get it that that's the best renters. They want it. They pay on time because they respect it. They deserve it. Some say, don't spend it all. And we have to fight them to actually deliver a great product and to ensure we're keeping up with our legal obligations. And so just keep in mind that purse strings aren't always ours. A lot of times we have to go to the owners for approval on things. Some wellness checks from the team. They'd like to actually talk to the team more. And another one says, everything's been pretty good so far. Keep in mind that in an apartment complex, you can call downstairs, somebody can walk upstairs. It really costs them no time. They can do it on the way to lunch or restroom. And they can point things out to you. The homes that we manage are spread across over 100 square miles. And some of these could be an hour each way from the office. And so we can't go to each property, which has different appliances, different installation techniques, different builders, different everything, and demo everything on the property to every tenant. You will have to take some initiative, maybe Google the online instructions for that particular model of appliance and find those in some online resources. Of course, we don't want to create any headache or hassle, and we would love to give you anything that we do have. Keep in mind, a lot of these properties the owners have never seen. I even own some out of state that I've never seen. So we've got owners around the world at 1836 as investors. They may not even know what these appliances look like or how to operate them, much less those of us in the office. And so do take the initiative if you would. Google solutions, troubleshoot with us if you want. Again, communicate with us, reach out to us. We're happy to help you. But together, we're going to have to do the best we can because it's just not cost effective for a 3-hour labor costs to go to a property when the management fees are what they are and owners shop by fees. They shop by pricing, kind of like the airlines. People shop by ticket cost. They don't shop by seat quality. And so as long as that holds true, then we're going to have to do our best to deliver the services that people are willing to pay for, which means the investors, and that trickles down to the residents. We desire to deliver the absolute best to you guys, but we are constrained as well by the environment. We'll keep doing the best we can and keep competing with everybody else to stay ahead of the competition. Thanks again for your time. We look forward to talking to you next quarter. We're happy to share anything with you, but please reach out, talk to us, touch us, see us on video, connect with your property manager. We want you guys happy as well. Thanks for taking the time. We'll see you next quarter. Bye-bye.